Here we go. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Logan Mason ROSC. We really appreciate you being here today. Jeanette, unfortunately, is under the weather, so you are stuck with Tristan and I. So it's gonna rock. It's gonna be amazing. So I really appreciate everyone taking time out of their day to hang out with us. So we're gonna start off with showing PowerPoint. So our agenda for today, we're going to talk about, obviously, we give a recap about what a ROSC and our mission is. We're going to do introductions of everyone. We're going to give some updates on events and resources after we do our recovery talk. We're going to kind of talk about what a ROSC is versus an RCO and kind of gain some understanding of what you guys know about it, or, I don't know, we all can learn these things today. And then we'll talk about upcoming events, and, you guys can share what's going on in your world right now. So obviously we start with what's ROSC, right? So, this is the definition that we are to use about what a ROSC is. So for those who don't know, it's a coordinated network of community-based services and supports that is person-centered and on the strengths and resilience of individuals, families, and communities to experience recovery and improved health, wellness, and quality of life for those with or at risk of substance use and or mental health challenges. The central focus of a ROSC is to create infrastructure or systems of care with the resources to effectively address the full range of substance use and or mental health challenges within communities. So our statement is we want to improve access to health, wellness, and holistic recovery options for people who are at risk of or suffering from substance use disorder, while educating and connecting Logan and Mason counties to reduce stigma and improve recovery outcomes. So now you have an understanding. We're going to kind of go around the room and do introductions. So if you can say your name, your agency / affiliation, and let's do what you're looking forward to, I guess 4th of July is coming up. So what's your favorite 4th of July tradition? So I'll start because I didn't tell anyone who I am. So I'm Grace Irvin. I'm a prevention coordinator here with at Chestnut Health Systems, overseeing the Logan Mason ROSC and the Logan Mason Substance Use Prevention Grant. Tristan, would you like to go?
Yes, my name is Tristan McGrew. I'm serving with Recovery Corps, also working with the Logan Mason County ROSC project with Grace and Jeanette. Let's see, 4th of July. I look forward to getting together with family, the fireworks. So you want me to pick somebody, or you guys?
No, I'll do it. It's okay, because I didn't tell anyone what my favorite tradition is, because I'm really failing here today. So I grew up at Lake Bloomington, so I love watching the fireworks over the water and hanging out with friends and family all day. Kara Davis. And then we'll go to Marie after.
I am Kara Davis. I am the Director of Nursing at the Logan County Department of Public Health. And my favorite part of the 4th of July is it just being outside and in the pool.
Amazing. Thank you. And Marie?
Hi, I'm Marie Riley. I am the parent liaison at the Sangamon County Department of Public Health, and I'm with CDC 18 Early Intervention. And my favorite 4th of July tradition used to be the street dance in Chinoa when I lived more north. And I don't live up there anymore, but occasionally I used to still go up there. This is the first year my daughter isn't there anymore, so I won't be making the trek this year, so I'll kind of miss that. I always used to love the street dance. It was always on the 3rd, but it was, the day before the fireworks, and I always loved their fireworks display also. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you for being here today. CAP, I really should know your name, and I'm blanking, and I'm so sorry. Oh no, you're not. I can't hear you. See, Jeanette's so much better at this than I am.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. I'm with Fulton Mason Crisis Service, and we provide victims of domestic violence services. I'm with the CAP program, which is Challenging Abusive Patterns, and we offer groups for male perpetrators of domestic violence. And so anybody out of Mason County, really any counties that are outlying, we have groups in Canton and Fulton County, and then also in Macomb and Galesburg.
Awesome. And then can you tell us your name and then what your favorite 4th of July tradition is?
My name's Carrie Henry. I was just watching the fireworks and cookouts. So,
Awesome. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, Amy.
I am Amy Hopper with the McLean County Health Department. My favorite thing, I don't really have a favorite thing about July 4th. This year, I think I'm just looking forward to some of the activities in Lincoln. And not even the fireworks. I just don't really. I'm kind of like a holiday Scrooge at this point in my life, but I am looking forward to the day off and the food.
That's awesome. Okay, food's always good. I love good food. All right, Molly.
Hi, Molly McCain, Community Health Coordinator at Lincoln Memorial Hospital. Just like pretty much every other holiday, the food is my favorite part. So, my dad always grills, so that's one thing I don't do myself is grill. So I always look forward to any time he does that. So,
I'll teach you to grill, Molly.
please.
All right, Kendra Joe.
Okay. My favorite 4th of July tradition used to be when I was a kid, we would go watch fireworks at the cemetery, where my grandma was buried, because it's on a hill and you could see like Pleasant Plains and Franklin, like all of the little towns, some of Springfield. And so it was really cool. We could see all the things. But now that I'm older, I'm like, going to a cemetery, a little weird, but it's one of my favorites.
Can you tell us who you're with?
It's
okay.
Yeah. Did I say my name? I'm Kendra Day. I'm with Memorial Behavioral Health. I'm community engagement, and I'm currently stuffing envelopes to drop off at all of the schools in August. So getting that started.
Thank you. All right, Bryson.
My name is Bryson McFadden. I'm an outreach worker with Oxford House Sober Living Recovery Homes here in Central Illinois. And you can never go wrong with the food. Every holiday, I gotta say, it's the food. It's always gonna get me every time.
For real. Yep. Thank you for being here. All right, Dominic.
Hi guys, I'm Dominic. I work under Grace and the Logan Mason SUPs. Usually I have my coworker Tyler with me here, but I think he's in Denver right now in Colorado. So let's see, as far as like 4th of July traditions go, I mean, yeah, cookouts, and then also sometimes my family would go to the state capitol in Springfield. We'd stay like by the train tracks area and watch the fireworks.
That sounds fancy.
Busy.
That's true. Thanks, Dominic. All right, Naomi.
Hello, my name is Naomi Willis. I'm the Professional Relations Manager with Gateway Foundation for Logan and Mason counties. My favorite 4th of July tradition, I don't know if this counts as a tradition because it's just something that I really enjoy and it doesn't happen that often. But my favorite 4th of July tradition is when all of the fireworks accidentally go off at the same time at a fireworks show. So I just like the chaos a little bit. So that's me.
I love that. I like the ones that are like, they're very small, but they big boom. All right, Chloe.
Hi, my name's Chloe Ream. This summer I'm interning with Memorial Health's community health team. My favorite 4th of July tradition, I'd say, is getting sparklers and then watching fireworks as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Thank
All
you.
right, Carmen.
Hello, I'm Carmen. I'm with a prevention integration coordinator with the Regional Substance Use Prevention Integration Center with Family Guidance Centers in Springfield, covering 28 counties across central Illinois. And I would say, like for me, for 4th of July, I used to have a tradition of always going up to Michigan with a friend, and we'd hang out on the beach, and like hanging out with her family. Used to have a tradition of going up to a cabin on a lake with some of my family in Wisconsin. Now it's just pretty much anytime we can get together and just hang out, have good food. So
Love it.
some
Well,
of
thank you for
my
being
family
here.
friends will get their own fireworks and shoot them off. So
That's always good. I love a good like homemade fireworks show.
yes.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. All right, Colin.
All right. Hi, everyone. I actually work under Grace. I am a community health specialist with Chestnut Health Systems. Mostly work on the BN Parents Project along with Youth Impacted Project. Favorite tradition, when I was a really little kid, we used to go out to Wheaton to my grandmother's house, and she lived right down the street from the DuPage County Fairgrounds. So we would all run down to the end of the street with like lawn chairs, watch the fireworks. That's a long time ago. So now it's just lighting off some fireworks with friends. And then this year might be going to the Summerfest for 4th of July as well up in Milwaukee.
Nice.
Yeah. Just saying, the lineup this year for that day specifically, insane. Highly recommend.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Colin. All right, Jeff. My guy.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jeff McFadden. I'm the System of Care Coordinator for Bridgeways West Central Illinois ROSC, and I also fulfill my old position of the coordinator for the McDonough-Fulton County ROSC until we can find a replacement. Man, I guess I have different stages, but the most recent tradition has been like for the past 4 or 5 years, we're like, okay, we're not going to go to Lake Story like the rest of Galesburg. So what they do every July 4th is they have this thing called Big Bang Boom. And like 10 to 20,000 Galesburgians go out to our very small lake, and it is a mess. So every year we decide, nope, we're not going to do that. And then the first year my wife won tickets for VIP. She's like, well, we have to use them, so we're going. Okay, so then the second year, we weren't going. And then my buddy won tickets, and guess who he gifted his tickets to? Me and my wife. And then the third year, my wife won them. And then guess what? Who won the next year? My buddy again, and he gifted them again to me. So like it or not, I'm on like year 4 or 5 of being VIP at Big Bang Boom, which brings 10 to 20,000 people to a very small lake. And it's fun for the kids and stuff, but I hate it in a funny way.
Love it. Thanks, Jeff. All right, Derek.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Derek Bronner with Health Alliance. I'm your Medicare expert if anybody's got Medicare-related questions. And I'm going to go way off the reservation here. I'm a boy. I grew up in a small town. What I liked about 4th of July was bottle rocket wars with my friends back in the day when I was a kid.
I think we might have all done that. I love it. Thanks, Derek. All right, Frankie.
Hello, I'm Frankie Ward. I'm the recovery specialist with Ford County ROSC. I think I'm massively competitive to a fault. I think it's just because our family gets together, we play bags or cornhole, whatever you call it. And so my favorite tradition is to win at that game.
That's fair. I'm also pretty competitive, so I feel you on that. Thanks, Frankie. All right, Cammie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cammie Garrison. I'm the Region 3 TA, Technical Assistant. And I'm going to go in a different direction because my family doesn't have any like traditions or anything because we're lame. But I have something happening that I'm looking forward to coming up. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. What is
my
happening?
family is going, my mom and my sister and my niece, and we're going to the Little House on the Prairie 50th anniversary Laura Ingalls Wilder Days in Iowa. Now, everybody don't be jealous. Calm down, because there's 50th anniversary celebrations all over the country this summer, and I suggest you find one. Okay, so my bonnet just came in from costumes.com, and I have a red one from my sister, and my mom and my niece will spend the weekend pretending they don't know us. So, and my daughter's not going because she's mortified about the whole thing. I love it so much.
I've never been so impressed with my TA ever. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Has anybody thought of like ramping this up with hat costumes? I mean, maybe that should be our next thing.
Maybe it should be. That was amazing.
Got blow up dinosaur costumes somewhere just running around.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Cammie. All right, Kim.
Kim Turner, Logan County Probation, and Hope on Fifth. My favorite thing is the fireworks and the pool.
Awesome. Thanks, Kim. All right, and Blake. Oh, that is, that's fair. Okay, I will read this. So forgive me, please. I have a wisdom tooth that decided to come in 20 years late, and a fair bit of pain and not doing well speaking. I'm a recovery specialist at the DuPage County ROSC and Serenity House Counseling Services. My favorite 4th of July tradition is just the effort to make connection with family and friends. It's family season. Well, that is, that's awesome, Blake. That's really stinky though. I'm sorry. That that's going on. That must be entirely paid for. All right. So did I miss anyone? I don't think so, right? We all good? Awesome. Okay. So next we share a quote. This is a quote from Jeanette that she came up with. So each one of us can make a difference. Together we make change. So that is really what speaks out to what we're going to kind of talk about today and kind of go over and whatnot. It would help if this wanted to work. There we go. Okay. So, wow, that was fancy. I didn't know I was going to do that. So the event updates. So we have been at 3rd Fridays in Lincoln, 1st Fridays in Havana, and 2nd Fridays in Mount Pulaski. While we've been there, we've handed out over 20 boxes of Loxone and test strips as well. So this one is Lincoln, and then this one is Havana, and then this one is Mount Pulaski. I think that's why they're all in those order. But so it's been really successful. We've been really excited to be out there, and we had been doing 3rd Fridays in Lincoln, and this year we added on doing 1st Fridays in Havana, and 2nd Fridays in Mount Pulaski. So it's been really awesome to be able to get out and kind of expand where we are at. Next, we have updated flyers and cards. So we have 2 new veterans meetings starting up, which are now on the cards. So Operation Veterans Social, Veterans Peer Support Group, and Never Alone Veterans Recovery Group. So those are taking place as well. So those are at the printers as we speak. So we are gearing up to be able to hand those out to everyone. So if you know that you want some, oh yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good, Kim.
Something just happened related to that, especially if you put that to the printers. They moved the Operation Veteran Social to Wednesdays, the 1st and 3rd Wednesday instead of the 1st and 3rd Monday.
Okay.
Sorry, that just happened.
No, Kim, you're good. That's better than getting it printed anyways. I probably we could stop it anyways. Okay, I'll make that note.
So that's the Operation Veteran Social, 1st and 3rd Wednesday. There should not be a change to Never Alone as far as I know.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I will contact them after this meeting to make sure to adopt that and send them something new. Thank you. Okay. Next we have our Logan County Harm Reduction Resources. So the Family Custom Cleaners, as of, that's not the right date, but sometime I think in March was the last time, was 688 Narcan or naloxone, 687 fentanyl test strips, 517 xylazine test strips, and 115 benzo test strips were the new ones that were just added in. The health department, they have naloxone, fentanyl, and xylazine test strips, along with a drug drop disposal box. And the Mount Pulaski Library has also a fabulous display. Thank you, Kara. They have naloxone, fentanyl, and xylazine test strips available as well. And then we also have at the Logan County Jail lobby and restrooms. At the courthouse, there is also naloxone available. And in Mason County, Havana Public Library has naloxone, fentanyl, and xylazine test strips, and the health department also hands out naloxone and fentanyl test strips. And Tristan can give an update on the different places that he has been in contact with. Who, well, you can just tell everyone. I will stop talking.
All right, thank you, Grace. Yeah, as you can see, the public library's got it and the health department, but also living in Mason County, I've been to smaller communities like Bath and Kilburn, Illinois. And we were looking to get harm reduction materials in these communities as well. Kilburn, we do have it now available at Mad Jack's in Kilburn. Also Manitou, Illinois, where the public library there is, we're in the process of getting the harm reduction materials table set up there as well.
So we're super excited. So thank you, Tristan. That's awesome. All right. So right now, anybody have any questions before we continue? Comments, concerns? Okay. So right now, today, our recovery talk is going to be kind of talking through a ROSC versus an RCO. So again, the ROSC of Recovery Oriented Systems of Care. Like I said before, I'm not going to reread this, but we all kind of really know what a ROSC is. And the difference between a ROSC and a recovery community organization. What Jeanette highlighted in here is recovery community organizations focus on the reality of long-term recovery from addiction to alcohol and other drugs. So the recovery community organizations are created by people and in personal and or family recovery in response to unmet needs in the communities. So it's a group of volunteers that come together to advocate provide service organizations for some time before finding that they can get some funding to help support the activities. So the easiest way to kind of understand it is like a ROSC is there to help support an RCO. And Tristan, you can kind of go a little bit more further into this too, because you had some good thoughts.
Yeah, it's just like you said, we're there to support the RCOs and also just run alongside of them and do some of the same work. I mean, we're there to network the folks together, and they're there actually doing the work. But that's what the RCO and that's the RSCO, the ROSC, is there to support.
And so we kind of we found this graphic that really kind of helped with like everyone just kind of stacks together and works together. So like from policy level to institutional level to community level to individual and personal levels, like each one of us in these different sectors and each different categories. It's like is that a Russian doll where like you take the little thing out and you keep like, so it all stacks together nicely. And we all work together to be able to do things. I don't know if I'm really explaining any of this well enough, but does anyone have questions or anybody want to chime in and say things that I might be missing and or not saying?
So are you sharing this to say that like an RCO would do like more micro activities than like the ROSC? Like they would be more involved in certain things, whereas the ROSC would be more of a macro level to, yeah.
Yes, yeah, so like the RCO is more like boots on the ground type of thing. Whereas the ROSC is there to kind of help and support the RCO in their efforts. And the RCO is really there to just kind of be something that is like a forever type, and the ROSC is there to help them establish and become more forever.
Grace, if I'm understanding this right, so with the ROSC, oh,
That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. No, you're
like I
good.
say with the ROSCs versus the RCOs, at least how I'm seeing it with this model too. We use this a lot when I was in school. ROSCs are more so on like the policy level through community level versus the RCOs are much more in between like institutional to individual interpersonal level.
Yeah. Okay, well, we can talk more because we're gonna go into breakout rooms because like why not? But while we're in those breakout rooms, we have we can go 20 minutes. No, we'll go 15. We'll go 15. So kind of we can talk more in smaller groups really about like the difference between ROSC and RCOs. Is there anything that you might have not known or you kind of want to know more about? Is there any ideas or suggestions that come in mind to further our work in recovery? And so does anyone have any questions while I stall? We're going to return. Okay. So I failed to have my group have someone be the spokesperson. Tristan, did you have a spokesperson or did we both fail at this?
I failed, but I feel like Jeff probably needs in the back down there. If not, I'll go ahead and do it.
Oh, Jeff loves to talk. He is the bomb. He said, hello, Grace. Uh-oh, maybe he can't. I know he can.
What do you want me to say?
Just talk about what you guys talked about.
Okay, well, hey, some good input, from everyone in our group. We talked about ROSC, RCO, the differences, and the learning is such an awesome thing. Like I said, man, in this position, and I mean Grace, Frankie, Tristan, Bryce, everyone, we learn something new every day. And sometimes multiple times a day. And that was something we all agreed upon because, I learned something at my own ROSC meeting just an hour ago. I learned something here, and I made the point, I don't like to, speak, but, making recovery possible or probable to everyone, because everyone counts or no one counts. I set the example of this guy I hypothetically named Glenn, and it's been a year or more. I've been helping the guy trying to, and it's been at least 10 or 13, but it could be up to 20 times. He's called me from jail. He's called me after he's got out of jail. His mom has called me begging, crying, and everything. And I continuously help the guy because you never know when is going to be the time that it takes and he's able to continuously recover or better the quality of life that he has, whatever that may be. So it was a good group. Tristan conducted the group very well.
Good. Thank you.
We had a good group. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Frankie, I hate to put you on the spot, but
My gosh, that's fine.
I know, sorry, you could do this for me at your meeting.
Yeah, so we were just talking about the difference between RCO and ROSC. I didn't write any notes down and my brain is just it's hot. Yeah, just the difference between the two. Just how if ROSC was ever to not be here anymore, our job of a ROSC is to make sure that the work keeps going, which was be what an RCO would be doing. So just helping. And then another example that we had is, say, developing a smart recovery meeting. As a ROSC, we would not be there facilitating these meetings, but as a ROSC, we can help find the training for a person to facilitate the meetings, if that makes sense. So just helping with training, education, not really direct service, but just kind of laying the groundwork for the work to keep going. Say ROSC isn't here anymore. So, which is not going anywhere, just so yeah, there's that. But yeah, just the RCO I think is a more sustainable forever thing. And the ROSC is just there to support that and make the connections. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Anything else? I thought we talked about other stuff too.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything to say or add or anything?
Yeah, I will add that just some folks, it was the first time, you know, they had no clue what an RCO was. So it was a good discussion that opened some eyes there to what it was, right?
Yeah, I would agree too. In our group. Anybody else?
I think too, we didn't really talk about it, but just the different kinds of RCOs that there could be. There could be the brick and mortar actual place. It could be a van, a mobile unit. There's so many different things that an RCO could be. So we never talked about that, but I think that's another important piece. You don't have to have a building to be an RCO.
Correct. Awesome. All right. We shall continue on. We have just a couple more things. All right. So the Recovery and Action Group, their next meeting is July 9th at 4:30 at 5th Street, 200 5th Street in Lincoln. Right now they are working on, actually, Tristan, you can give the updates. I've talked a lot. It's really, they're working on the bags. You can talk about the bags.
Yeah, let's see, her Recovery and Action meetings, they are putting together some resource bags for folks that are incarcerated that are coming out into the communities, just giving them some of the tools they need to get on their feet. And like I said, that's just for their group is making these up for the jails and the folks coming out of there. So.
Yeah, so that's one of the big things. And there are some different events that are coming up. So right now they're working on the Summer Recovery Jam that will happen on July 13th from 11 a.m. to 3. There will be an opening speaker and a closing speaker and food and outdoor games, resource table, raffles, music, and kind of just a great day to come out and hang out with bring your family, bring friends, just a great time to just kind of connect with one another. Separate from that, at the hospital, the trauma-informed care training will be at Lincoln Memorial, and it will be today. So if you have nothing to do today from 4 to 6, it's in the Steinford AB conference rooms. It's going to be a really fun training. If you're unable to join today, there is a virtual training on July 18th from 10 a.m. to noon. If you want the link, let Molly know and she can hook you up. Or if she does, or I can, it doesn't matter because I have email too. But yeah. And then our upcoming events, we're hosting a movie night on us. So the first 65 people are going to be free. So we are hosting the movie Inside Out 2 because why not? So right now we have confirmation from the Arley Theater in Mason City. So June 29th at 7 p.m. Bring all your friends and family. And you'll get in free, but you will have to, pay for concessions. But and then right now we're working on a date with the Lincoln, so hopefully in the beginning of July before it gets out of theaters. So we're just wanting to provide an event for like family friendly, but then also Inside Out does deal with mental health, and I've heard pretty good reviews about it, so I'm excited to go watch it, possibly twice. Then we will be at Havana's First Fridays, July 5th. Second Friday on the Square in Mount Pulaski, July 12th. They will have the Recovery Jam again, like I said, on July 13th. And then third Fridays in downtown Lincoln on July 19th. our next meeting will be hybrid. So yeah, guys, after all those surveys, we did it. We figured our life out that we decided to stay at this time on this date, third Thursday, 2 p.m. But we're going to go hybrid. So it's really exciting. We're working on a location right now. So just look out for an email that will have a location, but there will still be a Zoom option. So don't worry if you cannot make it. This is still an option, so don't worry. So it'll be July 18th at 2 p.m. Which we just said, but you can share, like, our social media, follow us, Facebook, YouTube, Insta. Okay, if you need any information from us, talk to Jeanette, Tristan, myself, or Nadia. I didn't write awesome human. That was Jeanette this morning because I said my title isn't long like everyone's. She just typed it in and made me keep it, so it's fine. But yeah, so right now we have about 6 minutes left. So if anybody has any updates they want to share with anyone, or has any upcoming events or anything they really want to say, this is your chance. So go for it.
I'm going for it.
Do it.
Hope on 5th is having their first fundraiser, July 26th. Grace, I think you have that information. So if you want to push it out to anybody who's interested, because there's a sign-up sheet, etc. But we're pretty excited and hope for a great turnout. And in memory of Joe Shaler, which is, you know, hopefully a great tribute to a great person.
Yeah, I will share that, definitely. Thanks, Kim. Sorry we forgot to put that on the PowerPoint. But yes, I bet it will be a great turnout. Anybody else? Oh, Bryson. Yeah.
Bryce has something.
All right, Bryson. But you're muted, so you can't tell us anything.
How about now?
That's perfect.
I promise I'm not that quiet in person. But being as I'm outreach for Oxford House, we have the opportunity of opening the 100th Oxford House recovery home in Illinois. That will be opening by the end of this month. I'm going to try to post this flyer in the chat about the open house we are having July 10th. It'll be from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And anybody that wants to show some support and check out what we're about at Oxford House, feel free to come join us.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Jeff. You're muted. Why are we doing this?
Shut up. Okay, that's not funny. I shouldn't have said that. No, it is, because my announcement is funny.
Oh, okay.
And the guy with the same last name as me, my nephew, he doesn't even know about this. So everyone's going to get it at once, and Ford County can come, and you guys are very close to Peoria, Illinois. But Jolt Harm Reduction, the RCO, has a recovery cafe. They have invited a semi-professional D-list struggling celebrity comedian to do 2 shows on August 14th and August 16th. The guy's name is Jeff McFadden. It's not me. We just have the same name. And you should go to it. And just so you know, I've seen his act before and he stinks. But you should go to it because rumor has it he's got new material. It's going to be at a recovery cafe. So you should go. Grace, do you want to take a moment and write down on your little notepad August 14th and August 16th?
Mm-hmm.
At Jolt Harm Reduction Recovery Cafe in Peoria, Illinois. And everyone else, you can write that down too. I can repeat it if you want. Molly will be there. Bryce will be there. Tristan and Grace will be there. Frankie's coming. Just all of you come. It's mandatory. Cammie will be there. Cammie likes hanging out with me in person.
Can I wear my
will
bonnet?
be there.
You can wear your bonnet, 100%.
Yeah.
Bonnets are preferred.
Bonnet is mandatory.
Yes.
You said the 14th and the 16th?
Yep, of August.
You said the Jolt Harm Reduction Cafe.
Yeah, they have a recovery cafe and they heard through the grapevine that I knew a guy who did recovery type stand-up comedy. And they told me to invite the guy, so I invited the guy, and he happily accepted.
You had me until you started ripping on him.
Is there a
He
flyer?
deserves it. He deserves it.
Is there a flyer for this?
They're making it. They specifically asked for several of my face shots. So
Okay.
it's a picture. I didn't get shot in the face. So I sent them face shots, and they're making a flyer.
Perfect. Well, when you get that out, we will blast it for you. Make sure everyone knows to come support it. That sounds awesome. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome. I'll see you there, Grace.
All right. Sounds good. I can't wait. All right. Anybody else? We got 1 whole minute.
I seen Amy's comment in the chat. Did we miss that we will be in Lincoln tomorrow for the third Fridays, right?
Did I say that?
I don't know if it was on there or not.
The list was July.
Oh, well,
there
yeah,
is-
we'll be there
There is
tomorrow.
one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully
there
Fat
tomorrow.
Daddy's Barbecue is there also, but yeah.
All right. Anything else? I'll give you like 20 seconds back to your life on your
Thank
fabulous
you. Thank
Thursday. All right. Thank you guys. You have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us.